everyone! So, I'm very happy with this video kasi this is the first time that we are going to talk about na paano ba makakapasok ka sa VA. And ang dami kong ina-applyan, pero hindi naman ako napapansin. So, we wanna talk about this stuffs para lang din, not just na, ay, mag-apply kayo lahat sa We Think Up or para magkaroon kami ng direct clients, but this is also for you na itry nyo din yung other agencies, not just us. Of course, napupuno din kami. Ayaw ko naman na antay lang kayo ng antay. So, of course, guys, you can check other agencies. We are all at the same area, of course. As much as I say na, we are in competition, at yes, very competitive ang lola nyo. But, we are all Filipinos, and as much as possible, gusto kong i-acknowledge na anything na kayang tumulong sa inyo para makapasok sa industry, kami man ang makatulong o iba man ang makatulong, of course, that will be a good value share to any one of you guys na makakapanood ng video na to. So, let's start. First of all, ang unang-una natin gagawin kapag you wanna join the industry is first, get proper knowledge of what a VA is, what role you're looking for, and nood lang ng YouTube, nood lang ng check sa AI, sa ChatGPT, check nyo kung anong ibig sabihin ng ganito, learn. Kahit isang buwan lang, at least get an understanding of what needs to happen, ano ang i-expect, and do not expect anything, lalo na sa baguhan guys kasi ang dami nagro-romanticize. Ay, $10 per hour ko, or ay, $15 per hour ko, which is possible. Pero guys, kung bago kayo at ang dami yung kalaban at wala namang kayo experience guys, of course, huwag nyo i-lowball. Pero, do not expect too much. Kasi, una, hindi kayo papansinin talaga. And kailangan, realistic lang ang inyong mga rates. So, sometimes sa mga baguhan, 5, yung iba 350. Yun yung data entry. Pag mga medyo mataas-taas na konting role, yan na yung mga 4, 5. Pero wag naman kayo guys, pumayag ng mga 2, pumayag ng mga 1, 150. Kasi definitely, that's a no-no. So, ang una mo is to get an understanding of ano ang papasukin nyo. Do your own research. Kasi that's something that, it's an industry. It's a very saturated industry. Pero this is the time na talagang very in demand siya, to be honest. And it's because it's not just in the US. I have a lot of clients who are in the Europe, who are residing in Mexico. Napakadaming bansa na pwede natin pag-applyan. Hindi lang US. Huwag mag-focus sa US kasi ang dami. Meron din pala akong client sa Canada, Australia. Australia, usually yan yung mga morning shift. Do your own research. That's the first step. The second step would be, of course, preparing your papers. When I say papers, hindi yan transcript or hindi yan, IDs. Well, some agencies are actually asking for IDs. Well, us in We Think Up, hindi. Personally, kasi I don't think it's needed or it's necessary. Unless talagang very important, lalo na kung, magbubookkeeping ka at kukuha ka ng mga accesses ng money, maybe. Pero may mga agencies talaga na nanghihingi ng ID. So, FYI lang. Pero, definitely, you need to be ready on your papers. So, when we say papers, and ang ibig ko sabihin doon would be resumes. So, when we say resumes, definitely, we want to make sure that your resumes stand out. So, ibig sabihin, kailangan nandun, kumbaga lahat ng paabonggahan na kaya mong ibigay sa resume. Guys, ang dami kong na-screen na resume. Paulit-ulit lang ang template na nakukuha sa Canva, which is okay. It's aesthetic. It's okay. Pero yung content at yung laman, napaka-konti. Okay lang naman na very simplified. Merong mga HR na yun naman ang gusto para madaling makita. Pero at least guys, let's make sure na yung laman nun magpapakita na you guys have enough knowledge para maging VA. So when I say that yung sa school, by the way, education, plus points na lang yun pero hindi talaga yan basehan para ikaw ay maging VA. Kasi ang dami kong VAs na hindi pa naman college graduate, mga 19, 20, 18, ganyan. Of course, hindi naman titignan what school you are from. Kasi, of course, hindi naman, Ateneo to, o LaSalle to, UST, Mapua, ganyan. So, it's just a plus point. And then, experience, working experience, yun yung mga mabibigat. So, kapag naglagay ka ng working experience, make sure lang din yung mga responsibilities mo nandoon. Kasi, sometimes may mga roles, hindi naman namin naiintindihan anong role mo, anong ginawa mo, anong trinabaho mo dito. And of course, kailangan sa resume mo, nandoon ang bawat skills mo na maaaring maging helpful sa magiging role mo. So, kung ang role mo is project manager, ang ina-applyan mo is project manager, account manager, of course, kailangan mo ilagay, applications na nagawa ko na or nagamit ko na, applications that I am using, ganyan, pwede rin Slack, Gmail, Monday.com, Asana, Trello, yung mga project manager, the more the merrier. Kasi makikita, ay, may experience, nagigits niya yung mga tools. Okay, mag-a-apply ako ng tech. I know, Go High Level, Zapier, ganto, ganyan, ganto. Kailangan yon. Next would be, after nun, syempre skills. Kumbaga, soft skills, kailangan din natin idagdag doon. Or ano pa yung mga kaya mo i-contribute sa company. Kasi usually, ang agency, kunwari, ito in-applyan mo. Pero pasok ka din naman dito sa role na to. Usually, ino-offer din yan sa'yo. Kasi for example, yung previous agency, bago ko tinayong Waiting Gap, nag-apply ako for a VA role. Pero nilagay ko talaga, pabida kasi ako. Pabibo-bibo ako eh. So, yung resume ko, ang ginawa ko, ilalagay ko dito. Nag-e-edit ako ng video, nag-e-edit ako ng graphics, kahit yung graphics ko, pang Canva lang. Nag-e-edit ako ng copy, kahit nagtulong ni ChatGPT. Ako ng kasi alam ko na kapag ako nakapasok, and this is one thing guys, it's so, to be honest, naniniwala ako dito at marami ang magde-debunk sa akin dito. There are times talaga na you need to stretch the truth. Pero, if you're going to do that, make sure na kaya mong panagutan. Ibig sabihin, maaaring sinabi mo sa kliyente mo or sa ina-applyan mo, ay oo, nagawa ko na yan sa dati kong kliyente. Make sure na kung pagagawa yan sa'yo, kaya mo pa rin panagutan doon sa kliyente na nag-hire sa'yo. Kasi nakakaya naman doon sa loob. Tsaka mo lang iniintindi yung overview. At least, na-try mo na on your own. Nakita mo na, ay okay, may potential ako. Then, that's the time that you can stretch the truth. It's not really a lie, but you are just stretching just to have a chance na carry mo. Real talk lang Kasi alam ko maraming, hindi, huwag kang mag-lie sa mga resumes mo at huwag kang magganto, ganyan-ganyan. Guys, para yung sales. Yun ang difference ng operation, HR, sales. Or I treat freelancing as a business. And you are selling yourself. You're not selling yourself, but selling your skills. So, di ba kapag nagbebenta ka, let's say sa palengke, nag-try ako magbenta sa palengke noon. Kumbaga, for example, nagsasell ako even sa mga clients, usually, we almost overpromise na, ito gagawin namin at ito gagawin ganyan. It's the same as sa interview. You are selling your expertise. You are selling na, hindi, kaya ko tong pinagagawa ninyo. It's the same sa pagbebenta. Always think of it as nagbebenta ako. Always think na, kailangan kong makuha itong sale na to. Whether, dapat ganun ang mindset kapag nasa interview. But, of course, kapag bumili ang kliyente mo, o bumili ang customer mo, kailangan may isa-serve kang produkto. Ibig sabihin, hindi porket nag-in-stretch mo ang truth, wala kang product. Kailangan ready ka din. Okay? Basically, that's the biggest thing sa resumes. Of course, kapag nakita na ni screener na, uy, okay to, maganda to. Usually, guys, especially for graphic designers and video editors, minsan nga, hihingin pa rin nila kahit mga managers or account or operational, especially for web designers as well. Guys, prepare your portfolio. Hihingin at hihingin ang portfolio. Kahit kami sa Waiting Gap, actually, to be honest, sa mga executioners, wala akong paki kung nagtatagalog ka, hindi ka nag-English. Basta bigyan mo ko ng magandang portfolio. Kasi diyan ko makikita, magaling ka ba? Maganda ba yung mga ginagawa mo noon? Patingin ng mga graphics mo, patingin ng mga videos mo na nagawa mo before. So, very important na sa resume, may nagawa ka na ring portfolio. Okay? So, resume, portfolio. After nun is, of course, it will be the interview. Now, sa interview, ang mangyayari dyan is, like what I've said earlier, mindset, sales. Ibig sabihin, nagbebenta tayo. Hindi lang yan basta, what's your name? My name is Juanifer Reyes. and I live in Marikina. Igato, ganyan. Guys, kaya ako nasabing, think of it as sales. Kasi diba, pag nagbibenta tayo, hindi naman tayo parang robot na, ay, ganito kasi ginagawa ko eh. And then ganyan, guys, so wag ganon. Usually, when I take an interview, bobolahin ko muna ang nag-interview na, oy, kumbaga kasi usually, protocol talaga sa mga HR. And I'm not sure if everyone is doing this, pero protocol talaga sa mga HR na mag-ano muna sila, mag-icebreaker, para hindi masyadong intense yung interview. But I'm not sure whether everyone is doing it and if everyone believes with what I'm saying, especially with the HRs. So, usually, naalala ko, nung nag-apply ako, and nagamit ko to multiple times, kasi nung panahon na yun, nagpapaka-plantita ako. So, lagi ko nababanggit na, ay, nagpa-plans ako. In English, nagpa-plans ako. I like reading ganito. And then, sabi ko, lalo na when I'm taking sales. Sabi ko, I love your hairpin. Ganyan. Kumbaga, you are letting them know na hindi literal, na I'm confident. Hindi ako kinakabahan at nakikipag-usap ako sa'yo ng maayos. Kasi, I can present myself properly. Equip ako ng experience. That's why I'm confident. Kaya kung ipapakita nyo, kung kayo mismo isa kikipag-icebreakan din kay HR o kay interviewer, talagang makikita nila, uy, confident tong isang to. Which is usually, dyan ako, ay, confident tong isang to. Gusto ko to. Kapag napansin ko na, ay, nag-icebreaker itong isang, ay, bet ko to. After nun, of course, check pa rin talaga ang English mo. Pero ako, sarili ko, hindi ko talaga masyadong chinecheck yung English. Kumbaga, as long as 70-80% carry mo, kahit hindi ka native speaker, kasi naniniwala ako kung paulit-ulit mong ginagawa yan, yung English na yan, matututo ka eh. Madederecho natin yan ng madederecho. So, ibig sabihin, confidence talaga ang papalo ng interview mo. At saka, ang mga itatanong naman sa'yo is usually lahat ng nasa resume mo. So, ibig sabihin, lahat ng tanong, alam mo na yung sagot. Hindi mo kailangan matakot. And always put it in mind, kung hindi naman ako matatanggap, hindi na tayo magkikita. Kahit magmukha pa akong sobrang yabang at sobrang, well, I wanna present myself. I'm that good. Kailangan nandun yung confidence na kaya ko yun. Naalala ko yung first interview ko, I think, nung nagsisimula pa lang ako. Of course, wala naman ako sa VA agency before. So, ang ginagawa ko talaga ay, syempre, maganda ako, ganyan. Pero talagang straight body, English, tapos talagang andun talaga, siguro bolera din kasi talaga ako. Andun talaga yung pambobola ko na, I love your background. I have the same poster as that. Kahit hindi naman totoo. Meron talagang, siguro innate na rin sa akin yun. Pero I feel and I think it really works. Kasi I never had an interview na nag-fail ako, to be honest. Lahat ng in-interviewhan ko, lagi akong pumapasa hanggang final interview at nakukuha ko yung job. So, I think yung confidence talaga, malaking bagay talaga yun, lalo na sa interview. Kailangan, again, resume pa lang, confident ka na nandyan na lahat. Portfolio, dapat lahat ng magagandang gawa mo, nandyan na. Interview, kailangan una, plakado mukha mo, plakado buhok mo, nakadamit kang bongga, hindi naman gown, but maganda. And then talagang present. Oh, yes, let's go. Parang ganon. After nun, usually may mga final interview pa yan, pero not everyone. And then after nun, mag-email naman sa'yo yan eh, if ever na tanggap ka or hindi. Those are the experiences na pagdaanan ko before na I think it would really be helpful for you guys. Kasi lalo na sa interview, ang dami kong na-interview at ang dami kong experience ng interview na ako mismo, na minsan kasi may group setting pa yan eh, na-interviewin ka, magkakasama kayo. Pag hindi ako yung nauna sa work. Tapos mapapansin ko, ay, kinakabahan yung isa. Paano na naman yung, kumbaga, nadagdag yung confidence ko na, ay, hindi ako yung pinakakulelat dito. Sige, kagalingan ko. At lahat talaga ng kaya kong hilahin sa baul, andun. Siguro, competitive din kasi ako. But, guys, sa bawat interview, dapat again, resume pa lang, portfolio na, interview, dapat lahat yan mayabang. may boasting powers na, ay, this is me, and this is what I can do, and this is something that you guys will be happy kapag ako ang kinuha ninyo, because ito ang kaya kong gawin, I am very trainable, I am very, masaya akong kasama. Ayun pala, before I forget, one thing na pinapansin ng mga HR is are you approachable? Are you someone na madali bang makausap? And then if you're confident, wag naman guys, may na-interview ako before, wag naman overconfident. So, ano tayo? Medyo tone down lang din tayo ng konti, na parang basta smile, and then make sure na kumbaga, they can feel your energy. Na, okay, this person, kaya niya to. Kasi kung nangangatal kayo, at, tapos yung, may isa pa talagang walang smile, talagang, guys, legit yan, hindi talaga kayo makukuha. So, guys, get that confidence, get it from your mama, get it. Yan ang magiging puhunan nyo para maging isang VA. Confidence. Be confident enough na ibenta ang skills mo sa ibang tao, lalo na kung direct client ang hinahanap ninyo. Yan ang magiging kasangganin nyo. Not just that. Yan ang magiging kasangganin nyo pati pag nakapasok na kayo sa loob. Sarili nyo lang. Yung confidence na yun, yan ang magiging bala ninyo. Pero of course, kailangan may laman ang confidence nyo. Dapat, nagawa nyo pa rin mag-research, nagawa nyo pa rin aralin. Baka naman say, ay, gato, ganyan, pero puro hangin. So, I hope you guys understand my point, and definitely I know that this can help you find the right platform or find the right job for you guys. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Again, like and subscribe. Check our Facebook, check our TikTok, check our community. And again, thank you so much and have a great day. Bye!